Look at this, guys. RAIN for the first time since April. How about that? May, June, July, August, September. 6 months, baby. How you doing, Ronnie? That's what that's called. Rain. Right there. A freakish mid-October small rain event. Yeah, unbelievable. I was like, what is that? Right? I haven't seen rain in 6 months. I hope it's not a precursor for a lousy winter. I don't know. Good evening, Callie Mo. How are you, Johnny? If you're coming in, please tap the like button. It's very appreciated. We had a great time last night. Another very fun Friday night fiasco, which is a blast. I've had a very busy day today. Let's fix this orientation issue real quick. I don't know why I heard it. Yep, this is the first rain I've seen in 6 months. Was watching the replay, yeah. We tend to wild out a little bit on Friday nights. How you doing, Taylor? Nice to see you, honey. I'm a strictly sunny weather person. I don't like rain. I'm not a rain lover, although I'll take it for the first time in 6 months. They were gigantic. What does this say? I made some homemade cinnamon rolls. They didn't spread out enough, but they are good. Oh, nice. Okay, good. Good for you. I'm going to be doing some sushi tonight. Please tap the like button. Hit the thumbs up if you're in this evening. Going to be a part of it. We're going to use the last of the crab that I caught on Tuesday and picked. And we're going to be doing frying up some shrimp and using that in a sushi roll, as well as some imitation crab. We'll probably do a California roll. I don't know. You got to mix cream cheese and all that stuff, so I don't know I don't know what we'll be doing, so. Right now I need a cup of coffee. Thank you, Joey. Hey, Naomi, how you doing? It's just like a tinkle of, it's not really raining. It's like a mist. Yeah, for the first time in 6 months. I had to figure out what that was on the ground. More like just been some really weird, consistent mist, like being in a cloud or something, you know? We have a much better chance, I think, on Thursday. I don't know. Hope it's not going to be a miserable wet winter like last year. Plus it gets dark a lot earlier. Yeah, I cooked up the sushi rice today, which is not your regular basmati rice. It's sticky rice, so it'll be interesting. Hey, Darla, how are you, babe? Yeah, it's very humid right now. Hey, Nick, how are you? Somebody wants to keep his car in good shape. I think this is going to pass in an hour or so. But it's really weird to see rain. Hey, Eddie, I don't know whether to call it rain or like just some kind of clouds are low today or something. I don't know. Started about 2 o'clock because I was out doing a video earlier. So it's going to be fun. I've made sushi before, but not for a lot of years. We're going to have to really sharpen up the knife. So I have to take the whetstone in. I got that. We really have to get that knife sharp. Well, we do have a little bit of technique to use, so there is a bit of an art form to it. Trick is don't get flustered. All right, let me grab a like some kind of weird mist. I don't know what it is. Hey Teresa, how are you, honey? Good to see you. Yeah, we got a little bit of, I don't know if it's rain or I call it like a mist. Hey Trog, how you doing? I call it like a mist. I don't know how many rolls. I'm going to try to make a shrimp, a crab, and a Jackson Pollock. You know, maybe do something with a little bit of cream cheese. Have to kind of soften that a little bit. Yeah, it's like a mist. It's not really raining per se. It's like the clouds are like super low or something. A vegetarian. I don't think I've ever had a vegetarian roll. Yeah, be right over for dinner. We're going to do something special. I bought these wrong size shrimp a few weeks ago. They're not suitable for individual use. I mean, for really eating. So we're going to thaw them out. I guess I should have thawed them out today. I don't know. Yeah, I should have thawed that an hour ago. I think I'll probably stop before I drink the coffee. I think we'll have a driveway coffee. We will have a driveway coffee. Yeah, it's a little moist in the hood. Sorry, Shimei. I don't think Shimei's here yet, so we're safe. We are safe. Oh, man, that coffee's good. They make the best coffee. Yeah, I'm going to throw some of this stuff into defrost while we're gone. I think we'll just have a driveway coffee tonight. Yeah, I got an interesting video for tomorrow morning. Something I really haven't done before. How you doing, Alan? Yeah, it's like a mist. It's not even like raining. It's like just a cloud drop down today, right? It's like we're just in a cloud here. This will pass quickly. But it does keep the fire risk down, which is nice. It does a good job of keeping the fire risk down. Yeah, just enough. I'm sure the roads were terrible earlier. Oh, well, thank you, Sally. I appreciate it. Hopefully a bit Tuesday, but I got to do some work. I have to probably paint the interior of a house this week. I mean, I got a lot of handyman work to do this week. Hey Judy. Hey Angus, how are you? Give me a second to run inside and thaw this stuff out. Alright, we gotta wait for this guy. He's kind of crossing here. Always be courteous in your own hood. Well, hopefully Tuesday I'll be out again, and this time if I get them, I'm gonna steam them. We have about 3 weeks till the official opening of Dungeness crab season, but rock crab is year-round. Actually, I like rock crab very much. A lot of people don't like it because it's considered too hard to pick. But if you have patience, you got patience. All right, let me run in real quick. I'm going to take the whetstone in too so I don't forget that. And I'll be right out. All right, we got that stuff thawing. That's good. That's good. Yeah, can you believe it? Can you believe it? Right. It's unbelievable. It's more like a cloud, right? It's not even, I can't even call it rain. I don't even know what the hell to call it. It's like a cloud. Frog gig. Yeah, some people do that. How you doing, Desert? What's going on? Carrie class, how are you? We haven't had rain since April, so yeah, I don't even know if it's rain or it's just a cloud dropped a little lower than usual. Yeah, it's like a drizzle. I don't know. It's like a mist. It's like, but the temperature's all right. It's not, it's 68 degrees, or was 65 degrees right now, which is nice. So this will pass tomorrow. I'm sure it'll be sunny. And yeah, can you believe that humidity? Wow, we're not used to that here. So yeah, so tonight it's going to be sushi. I took in the whetstone. We really have to get this knife sharp. I didn't see any auroras. I like long misty days. It's very romantic, man. I like sunny days. I've always been a sunny days kind of person. Enjoying the sunny weather. Warm I like. I'm not much on cold and nasty and rainy, but looking around now, it makes me really happy that I did so much work this summer, that we could just slide into fall and not have a big deal of worrying about what about hey dog, how are you? So I have a different kind of video tomorrow. I think that you'll enjoy. I've never done one before, so it's turned out pretty good. Trying to broaden some of the stuff we do here. Yeah, I'm not far from the coast. I'm about 20, as the crow flies, about 20 miles from the coast here. The great Pacific Ocean, which you guys have seen many times. Now I'm determined to take advantage of that. For 20 years, I hardly did anything over on the coast because it's always like cold and clammy over there. But it was been nice the last few times that I went out, and I never had. I thought you could only catch crab from out on a boat or something. So now I'm finding out you can catch that crap everywhere, on the beach, on the bays. So I'm going to take full advantage of that. What's up, Robert Mack? What were you doing out there today? You were at a rally today? I only saw the thumbnail. I'll be checking it out later. You were out at a rally today out there in Missouri. So the trick with sushi is you need to have the right kind of rice. I don't generally eat sticky rice, right? But if you try to do it with basmati rice, which is a very fluffy rice, it's no good. So you need to have the Japanese rice. You need to flavor it with the rice wine vinegar. You need to have the seaweed rolls. You need to have the technique. You need to have the little bamboo things so that you can form it. So, have I made it before? Yeah, but like 20 years ago. Yeah, basmati's good for all food, man. Wow, I like basmati rice. I like the real fluffy rice. I don't like the real sticky stuff. But I like it in sushi because it's the only way it's going to stick to the wrapper. And what we're going to do, I have plenty of cornstarch I found, so that's good. So we're going to take a little cornstarch, mix it with a little bit of water, make a little bit of a dip. We're going to take the shrimp and fry them, and that's going to give them a nice crunch to them, and we're going to put them in a shrimp crunch roll. And then we're going to take that crab meat. I still have quite a bit of crab meat left. And then do a crab roll, and then I've thawed out some of that genuine imitation crab. I guess we'll try to do I'll have to look up a California roll a little bit. And I got cream cheese. I guess I should have gotten that out too to melt, but we can work that a little bit. I'm not a big fan of cream cheese myself. Yeah, tiki masala. Yeah, I like some Indian dishes. I got the English cucumber too, and I got the avocado. So it should be all right. I got the soy sauce. We just have to make sure that this knife is super sharp, or else it just ruins everything. That's going to be the key. So we'll see how our technique is. We'll make sure our hands are sterile and super clean. Because we'll be working with the rice and all that, just like the real sushi chefs do. They're fine chops. That's it. So we'll see. What I'm going to do is strips for the cucumbers and the avocado. You lay in strips into the roll, so it makes it really nice. I'm not a super big fan of avocado or cucumber. I guess we'll use half of the cucumber for this. I'm still pulling out tons of tomatoes here, guys. I mean, you walk in the back now, there's at least another 10 pounds, 15 pounds of tomatoes ready to come off back there. It's still going. Hey, how you doing, Shay? It's still going like gangbusters back there. So I don't know what the hell else to do with. I guess I could make sauce. That's halfway between diced tomatoes and tomato paste. But you start running out of jars after a while to put this stuff in. So nothing's gotten wasted this year, so that makes me happy. Like I said before, a lot of people around the area, they plant trees and stuff, and then by August they're blown out, they're burned out on their garden, and they just let it go, right? And harvest just kind of gets wasted in there. But come winter, when you have those horrendous greenhouse tomatoes that are like eating a piece of wax fruit or something. Yeah, make some Bloody Mary. Well, I've made tomato soup, which is great. I've done a lot of different things with it. We're gonna make a lot more clam chowders, a lot more. We're gonna make cioppino. I want to make sure I get my technique good so I can have the boss and Janet come up and enjoy and have a good time. So it's all about the technique, right? Still got plenty of tomatoes. I got tons of tomatoes growing, tons of them still. 12 vines produced beyond my wildest expectations. I don't think I'm going to be able to plant them there next year because they probably need to rest a year. I don't know. I've worked those beds pretty hard up there. So plus my tomatoes never seem to get really leafy. They always seem to be leggy. But I always get the tomatoes, it's kind of weird. So probably the soil needs a lot of enrichment and stuff on it. But that defeats the whole purpose. Yeah, sun-dried tomatoes. Yeah, I could dry. I got some that are partially dried out. Trick is you got to catch them so that they don't rot, right? Yeah, I love tomatoes. Absolutely love them and everything. And I'll tell you, we made that, was that Thursday night? We made that spaghetti. Wow, that was good. That homemade tomato paste. Whoa, man, that was banging. Whoa. That was so doggone good. You talk about deliscable. So, plenty of good stuff coming up. Plenty of stuff to make from the sea, but you got to catch it first. And I haven't really done any fishing. The pressure's on fishing right now because the crab season's closed. But when the Dungeness crab season opens November 2nd, that'll take the pressure off of fishing. So it'll open up that. And you don't want to be anywhere near the coast when that first week of crab season, man. Everybody and his mother's out there trying to get those crabs before the commercial guys get out there and scrape them all and get them all. So you got to get them while the getting is good, baby. While the getting is good. So it's going to be a busy week for me this week, doing the handyman thing this week. But Tuesday I am going to go out. Trying to dedicate my Tuesdays to go out and see if we can nail some crabs on Tuesday. But the rest of the days are going to be pretty doggone busy. How you doing, Shimei? Good to see you. I hope you're feeling better. Hope you are feeling better. And since you weren't here, I confessed that I said the M word earlier when you. Right. I think I'd take advantage of your absence and lay the M word out there, right on the table. And that's exactly what I did. So I think tomorrow, that's good. I'm glad to hear it. I think tomorrow I'm going to try to go out and take advantage of the the ground being damp and do some metal detecting tomorrow. I think that's going to be on the agenda. Yeah, it's going to be homemade sushi, Bobby Kimball, with the crab meat that I picked from crabbing. It's going to use some shrimp. We're going to fry those shrimp up and crisp them up and put them in a roll. And then we're going to use some of the genuine imitation crab, and I guess we're going to try to figure out a California roll. I'm not real partial to cream cheese, so I don't know. I reserve the right to pass on that. But I do have avocado. I got cucumber. So we have the little bamboo thing to wrap it. I got the rice. The rice is already ready to go. It's in the fridge. Oh man. So it should be interesting. We'll try to get 3 rolls. Yeah, talk to the boss today. Yeah, yeah. That's cool. How's he doing? Trying to see if this spot's going to work out for Dungeness crab. So it's doing good for rock crab, but we got to make sure it's going to fit the bill for everything else. So that's like super, super critical. Because the worst thing that happens is the boss drives 50 miles and then another 20 miles, and then we're boiling a shoe for dinner. I didn't come all this way. Oh man, poor Cal lost by 2 points to Pitt today. I mean, they've lost the game by 1 point, 2 points. They got a really rugged schedule. But they've lost 3 heartbreaking games, man. Miami, jeez, it's been tough. Miami, and today was Pitt. It's been tough. And I don't know. Yeah, I have a crab license. Yeah, it covers crabbing too. It does not call. No lives. No, I'm not sure, Calimo. Usually that night I'm putting the video together, so usually there's not a live for that night. But your standard fishing license covers crabbing and fishing, and then if you want to use more than one rod anywhere except the beaches, then you have to pay for a 2 rod license, which I have. And then if you want to go for salmon, there's another salmon tag that's about 5 feet long. You have to fill in even if you don't catch anything. And then you have to mail that in. And then if you want to catch lobster in the Central Coast, you have to get a special lobster, because lobster season's open right now on the Central Coast. If you want to catch spiny lobsters, evidently they're pretty tasty. You pay another $5 for that or something. But you got to be careful, because that stuff's done at night, because those lobsters come out at night. And these guys go out in their little kayaks and they get turned over by boats flooring it out. And yeah, it's not bad. All in, if you get all the bells and whistles, it's about $80 a year. It's not too bad. You're allowed, like the rock crabs that I caught, you're allowed 25 of them to keep in a day, because they're not overfished. Like I said, people don't like to pick the meat because it's a little harder to pick. So it's a very, very healthy fishery, the rock crab fishery. And I think that they taste great myself, and other people think they taste great too. I don't think I would ever take that much of a limit, you know. I mean, I don't want to put too much pressure on the fishery. Not that it would matter. Then you're allowed to take 10 pounds of mussels a day. You're allowed to take 25 steamer clams a day. They have all kinds of regulations. Hey, Gerald. How many lingcod you can take a day, how many capizone you can take a day. Their size is 22 inches. Stripers have to be a certain size. I mean, there's a lot of crap you got to know. Right, because the tickets are inordinately expensive if you screw up, right? If they catch you with an undersized crab, and right, some people will have a crab feed, and they'll catch their crabs and they'll throw the shells away and boil them up, and here comes the natural resources police. What are you eating? Oh yeah, man, we just caught a mess of crabs over there. Yeah, really? Were they undersized? No, they were all 5 3/4 inch or more. They were perfect. Really? That's great. Well, let me see the shells so we can double check. Like, oh shit, we already crushed up there. We have to throw them away, man. Oh, that's a shame. Here comes the ticket book. Right? There ain't no honor system for that. So always hold on to your shell when if you're gonna eat it on the beach. Mm. So it's a lot of regs and stuff. It's a lot of regulations. But there's on the flip side of that, it's a very abundant resource. I mean, it's no problem to catch fish. It's no problem to catch crabs year round. I mean, we're very, very lucky here. So they work very hard to preserve the fisheries. Years ago, you had all these Vietnamese come over and these Cambos and Laotians, and they probably didn't bother to read the regulations. But they were out there stripping all the abalone off the coast, and they would find, they'd bust these guys, would have like 50 abalone in the back of their car. And it got so bad, they just closed the abalone fishery until 2026, so at the earliest. Right, so it's illegal to take abalone anywhere on the coast now. So, I mean, don't abuse it, right? So, also, trying to sneak undersized stuff and get away with that. They're watching. They're watching. They still start to build a book like a casino. They know. They know. Can you eat that, Rosie? First time I heard of that Pacific shellfish was in Horror Film House. Which particular shellfish are we talking about, Magda? Which one? Uh, I mean, people can go diving for scallops. They can, we're going to go clamming. We're going to get mussels. We have a very busy. Uh, Oh yeah, it's excellent eating. It's a big hunk of meat. It's supposed to be outstanding. I've never had it before. People go crazy for it. So they were stripping all the ocean of it, right? So they shut that shit down. That was the end of that. They cut a few testicles on that job, right? That was the end of that. And Magda, this might be the week that I go out also and do a review. I know you wanted me to review that Georgian restaurant in Sebastopol. This might be the week. I never had abalone. I couldn't afford it. But I go down to Point Reyes Station, and there's one particular property that has like 12-foot posts outside of their front driveway, and they have all these abalone shells mounted on it, like hundreds of them. Because they're like big oysters, right? They're very luminescent, the shells. They have that pearlescence to them, right? Which people seem to enjoy that. They use them for ashtrays and all that. I don't know. But it's been a long time. I used to go and get abalone, but no. Yeah, they're endangered, or I don't know if they're endangered, but they're not going to let it get that far. The biggest threat out here is the European green crab because it doesn't get really big enough to eat. Although I'll eat the hell out of them. I don't give a damn, right? And they eat a lot of clams, and they're very destructive of eelgrass and all that, so they're invasive. Very, very invasive species here. They've decimated a lot of the fishery in Washington state. up there. So Washington State you can only take male crabs. You can't take female crabs. So I don't know what kind of pressure that puts on the fishery. Yeah, okay, Magda, I'm not going to go crazy. I mean, it's going to cost some money. I don't eat lamb, so it wouldn't be lamb. I mean, I'll eat lamb in a pinch, but, you know, use large shrimps as bait. Well, you can also catch crayfish here up in the Delta country. There's just an abundance of everything around here. There's trout everywhere. Go over 395 where I was at Lone Pine, and you have the rivers running there with tons of trout in them and stuff. And I guess Allen, Pleasant Valley Reservoir and all that stuff up that way. And so everywhere you go, hey Lurker, there's an abundance of stuff to catch. I might try to conquer my dislike of freshwater fish, so I don't know. But I think when I go over to Sonora, I'll try to hang out over there a bit. Hey Jen, the salmon should be running up the Stanislaus River. You can't catch them, but you can look at them down there. Man, there was a zillion of them in the water. And then we have steelhead salmon season. It opens in a couple months. So there's just a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff to catch. A lot of stuff. All right. Yeah, not being able to eat seafood is like reading 2 chapters of a great novel, Yeah, it's Penn State slipped by USC. California got nipped by Penn State for their 3rd heartbreaking loss in a row. They're such a good team. There weren't a lot of real surprises today, though. Stanford's lousy. They got annihilated by Notre Dame. On the grill, put Blackbird to work. He'd do all right, Yeah, Ohio State game. That's going to be a tough game today against Oregon. Dan Landing is a great coach up at Oregon. And especially you need to try. They don't have lamb, eggplant, and okay, yeah. Well, just let me know. I'm gonna probably give it a try this week. Like I have a lot of house paint. I got a lot of work to do. I'm contracted for handyman work. When is Blackbird gonna join you crabbing? As soon as the Dungeness crabbing season gets underway, and the initial surge of people coming all over from the central and western part of California comes surging over to the ocean, that first couple weeks is like bedlam. And I need to find a place on the coast that I can get set up so that we can take the lanterns down and do some night crabbing on the ocean there. We have to be very careful of the waves and have to be very careful because you have the beach goes down like that and all of a sudden it drops down to like 60 feet, right? You got to be damn careful you don't walk off the edge. Like I said, 138 people have died on the Sonoma coast since 1935 or something. So it's a very dangerous place to operate. To play against Oregon up by 1, Ohio 21. Yeah, Oregon is always consistently good. Good teams do good recruiting. It's easy. It's hard to take a lousy team and pull it up. Right, but I would say Cal is really doing that this year. California threw itself right into the toughest schedule in the again Miami and all this Pitt threw itself right into a tough schedule. So that's the way you do it. Because these days, these kids have the ability to just hit the transfer portal anytime they want and say, sayonara, baby, I'm declaring my intention to leave this team, and they put their name out. Yeah, fishing is very dangerous, especially off the rock cliffs here in Sonoma County. That's where people just slip and fall. They wear the wrong shoes. They get caught out on. They're fishing off of a rock out there, and then the tide comes in. They can't get back again. And then they just get swept off the rock. And if you hit that cold water and you get smashed around in the rocks, you're not going to live. Right? You're not going to live. That's sharp rocks, and you start smashing your head in some of that. It's a poor man's lobster. Over on Levy's off highway. Some big crawdad. Yeah, exactly. You can also put on your blue light on your phone. You can also put on your blue light blocker on your phone too. So I use it. So I want to go up to, you got to go up to the Sierras. There's a lot of, up in the Delta, there's a lot of crawfish up there. Some of those feeder streams. They're another very invasive species. I'm not going to be sucking the head off a crawdad. The hell with that. Right. We went to the Isleton Crawdad Festival in 2013. That's one of my early videos. And, you know, people are sucking the head off of a crayfish crawdad. And, you know, the tail was okay. It's like a kind of a shrimp, right? But it's a hell of a lot of work, man. Right? It's a lot of work. You know, I'm getting my fat little fingers in there, trying to get all that meat out. How you doing, Joni? How's it going? I see you got your rig back home. That's no small operation to get that baby back on, man. I guess if I were you, Joni, I would be inclined to just abandon the land in the sense of just don't do any improvement. Just hold it as a long-term investment. The taxes can't be much down there. Right? If they try to tax that shit house that sits on it, I would just get a steer skid and just knock the thing down. Right? Yeah, 100 taxes can't be much. They just don't do anything with it. I mean, it's indefensible, the property, especially if you're 20 miles away. How you doing, Lee? And you know, people keep an eye. They see you there. They know you did work and all this stuff. So when you split, they're gonna wait 5 hours or so, and they're gonna go over there and just sneak over under cover of darkness and just muck around with the place. So you really can't put like a hot water heater in, any kind of plumbing fixtures, any kind of vitreous plumbing fixtures or anything. Can't put any appliances in, and people will just they'll just steal it all, right? Which is a shame. Well, that's good. That's the positive for the fall then, Joni. You like the bigger truck camper. That's cool. So I wouldn't do anything on the property anymore. I would just get the tree off of it and just call it good, you know. You really almost have to live on a property to defend it after. Especially down there, you got people that don't have a pot to piss in. Am I staying home? Yeah, I just came home to thaw out some shrimp and some stuff for tonight's sushi. So I thought I would just enjoy the coffee in the car tonight instead of heading out tonight, because we have you can see outside for the first time since April, we have some precipitate coming out of the sky here. Some kind of mist or something. I don't know what it is. You know, it's not really raining per se. It's some kind of mist. I don't know. So I thought I would just stay here and just shoot the breeze here for a while with you guys. So yeah, it's going to be a busy week this week. I might live stream some of my work that I do. I don't know. I might have to paint the whole interior of the house. Is that what Hawaii looks like? What does that mean? Is that what Hawaii looks like? Hey, Brad B, how are you? Nice to see you. So I think tomorrow I'd like to go at metal detector to paint the copper pipes so they wouldn't be cut out. Oh, man. Good old Baltimore, man. Oh, how I miss Baltimore. Right. I don't even know how to describe Hawaii. It's, I don't know. You know, it's got palm trees and, I don't know. It's a nice place to visit. Spend 6 months there if you really enjoy it, then get the hell out of Dodge. Right. The climate's not real happy there. I mean, like places like Maui, they had the fires and they're worried these big companies are going to sweep in and buy all the properties and, you know, where the locals going to go. These people didn't have insurance and stuff, right? So they're waiting for Hawaii Electric to settle their, I guess they're the ones that have the big purse, so. Most of the time, Hawaii's comfortable. I stayed there 9 months. The coldest I ever had was 58 degrees in a December morning. That passed pretty quickly, but it can be very, yeah, I'm going to go Tuesday, Lee. It's a comfortable place to be when the breeze is blowing, the trade winds are blowing. But when the trade winds don't blow or the wind comes in the opposite direction, it brings all this stinky volcanic vlog. They call it VOG in. Volcanic fog, and it stinks to high heaven, and the humidity shoots sky high, and it's like, man, you're going to sweat your sack off, right? So you really need air conditioning most of the year in Hawaii. But yeah, it usually rains every day, passing rainstorms and things. Yeah, Tuesday, Lee, I'm going to try to steam some crabs this week. I wish I didn't throw out that steamer insert I had. I was stupid. I got mad at all the junk I have in the house. I said, what am I going to use this thing for? So we're going to do my Old Bay pepper, salt, paprika recipe. But we got to catch them, and it's been raining a little bit, so it's going to be slick going up and down that hill. So we're going to be damn careful, man. You can split your skull open on those rocks, and that stuff is very unforgiving. So there's a price to be paid. No, I don't know if it's wise words or not, Joni. It's just my opinion. I mean, I got a few years on you. I've seen stuff. I've raised in the South. I know how it is. You get around some of these, in the city too, you get around these hillbillies, and they're just going to grab anything that's not nailed down, right? Not even think twice about it. So it's not worth you spending your good coin. Just hold the land for an investment. Gradually clear it, right? If you can. You know, take a little vacation over there once a month or so. Just hang out. Do a little boondocking, a little cooking, demonstrate. Use your land. Right. But you'd be heartbroken if you put all the sheathing on. I think they're about equivalent. Right. I think the difference here is most people have a little bit of money and they just enjoy being gangbangers. But you get down there in those backcountry of Kentucky and stuff, and a lot of these people don't have a pot to piss in down there, right? That's the difference. I put felt in the bottom. Oh, I've got Lee. I got special neoprene sole. I've showed them before on a video. Man, I had those. I sent to Hawaii for those babies. I used them before. Man, they grip rocks like claws. Right, but it's not. It's too early. I'm not going out on the ocean rocks yet. So just having hiking boots instead of sneakers is gonna be the key. All right, because the worst thing is if you round an ankle. But you've seen every week has gotten better and better. Technique is improving, equipment's improving. I don't have to contend with a spot with anybody. I don't have to go to a crappy spot like that crappy pier and do that. So that's a big bonus. That's a huge bonus. But we have to see how well that spot performs when the real Dungeness crabbing season opens. I'd like to score a couple of those big fat boys. And then you really need those shoes when you're crawling out on the jetties there. That's where I fell down that first time and cut my hand on that rock out there. They don't make it easy to grab, right? They don't make it easy. So I think tomorrow, where people have been asking about the metal detecting, I definitely want to get out and do some metal detecting. The ground should be a little easier for digging tomorrow, and the conductivity is better when it's been raining. Your signals carry better through the ground and everything, so that'll be good. I haven't been since last month. I was in Petaluma. I didn't do as well on that street as I thought I would do. Although I found a honey hole of quarters like it was unbelievable. They just kept coming out, coming out, coming out, coming out, coming out. You try to figure how in the hell did this happen, right? How in the hell did somebody drive? So I'm cooking with they made a crab sandwich. Yeah, a crab sandwich is good. It's great. Spud Point Marina over there has a great crab sandwich. It's like $17, but it's chock full of crab and wow, they have clam chowder. That's quite a compliment. Bird never really he's always grateful when I cook something, but he made a special point of saying, "Man, that clam chowder you made was just bomb city." Well, it's going to be even better when I can harvest my own clams out there. Do an overnighter, and then you can get 25 clams one day and then 25 clams the next, right? So, and mussels. Right? You really need a low tide to be able to get out there and forage mussels and all that stuff. And some guys, I don't think I'd ever free dive, but some guys, I'm a good swimmer, but some guys go down there and free dive for crabs right on the sandy bottom of the ocean there. Just pick them right up. Like shooting fish in a barrel. And they can get scallops and all that. Anyway, it'll be a lot of fun. It's going to be good. We got also Tara's coming up in November. I want to make sure she has a really good time. Yeah, you're all set. Well, I grew carrots last year. I grew onions. I'll probably want to put it on a bigger scale this year, but I got to make sure that the garden is, if I do it, 3 rows of corn, a row of tomatoes, and a row of onions. I don't really think it's worth growing carrots and stuff, but man, you got to be able to deal with making sure that's irrigated. That's going to put a whole lot of additional pressure on the irrigation system here, right? Yeah, potatoes in buckets. Pack rats will take corn. Yeah, I do too. You see how I leap for joy when I find a coin on the ground, right? A quarter or something. Calamari, I think so. There's octopus and then there's squid. And they're both delicious. I sure had a lot of squid and octopus when I was in Asia. I never thought I'd enjoy it, but man, you buy one of those octopus arms and cook that baby up. Woo! And put that in some sushi. Oh, that's good eating. Mmm. Man, that's good. Whatever I can grab, Shimei. Whatever I can grab. So we try to mix it up. My goal this week is to get crabs and steam the crabs this week, and then enjoy them. Enjoy them. Just go live and enjoy eating the crabs. Did you? Yeah, we got like a mist. I don't know what it is, Catherine. It's like a cloud came down. It's not really rain, right? No, I gotta have soy sauce. It's just a flavor I like. It's like a cloud came down. And Catherine, you got a special shout out coming on tomorrow's video, by the way. Something I've never done before that's kind of fun. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I mean, it's just like a cloud came down to ground level and I'm just walking in a misty cloud all day. It's not even rain. I don't know, it's just like a mist here. So we'll wait till it gets a little darker. No, you, with gratitude, I shout you out tomorrow. Wait for it to get a little darker and then we'll head in. Yeah, the mist appropriate for out. But the good news is it cuts down the risk of fire here. Although we could have another crackling heat wave that'll just dry this right back to what it was. But it's nice. I'm always kind of happy because this is like the 7th anniversary of the Great Santa Rosa fire, and those were tough years with drought. We didn't get anything at all, and it was like everything was just like crispy, right? And it just went up and up and up. So we definitely need to sharpen the knife. I took in the whetstone. I mean, we've got to really make sure that baby's sharp to do this sushi. I think that is such an underrated key. And I'm really lousy with knives and stuff. Right? I don't want to pull out my filleting knife, this Japanese filleting knife. You guys will scream, oh my God. Don't ever lose it on the Rancho, right? That thing's so sharp, you wouldn't even feel it. It'd be like that laser cut from the movie. The body just slides apart in 2 different directions, right? Well, I guess it's dark enough. We got to do some prep work, so we might as well get to it here. Oh boy. Might as well get to it. I can't believe these days are getting shorter. Those days of wine and roses. Boo 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 boo. Boo 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 boo. La boo 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 boo. I turned off the water system for the year. We're gonna have a beer some peanuts. All right. Let's get set up here. Yeah, we also have Canadian Thanksgiving tomorrow. We still got a lot of tomatoes on here. Lots and lots. These cats don't like the rain. Yeah, I think tomorrow we're going to do some metal detecting. I'm glad my gear is sitting out and I already sprayed it down, but the more water it gets, the better. First thing we're going to do, we're going to set up for sharpening right here. We got our stone. We're going to get a little bit of water. See, it's easier to sharpen Japanese knives because they're single bevel. Japanese just have one side that's beveled, right? American Western knives have two sides that are beveled, so it makes a big difference. I'm going to sharpen the cleaver too because I like to take this to the shore and chop up chicken so you get the bloody ooze from the marrow and everything on it. So we want to do this one too. Alright. We're going to get set up here. These little cats don't know what rain is. Yeah. So we're gonna get set up. Let's see if we got wide angle here. I don't know. I think that's a wider angle. Yeah, I think that'll do alright. Hello everybody. How is everybody? We got our stone here. We got our water. Let's get on our side checks. Those days of wine and roses, doo-boo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, everything thawed out very nicely inside. We're gonna feed you in a couple minutes, okay? Just be patient, all right? I know you're hungry. I know. I'm going to probably have to feed you first. All right. I don't know whether this is Skywalker or Rosie, but I call Rosie and Rosie Jr. We gotta clean up your dish here, okay? You're not even letting me near you. You gotta go clean your dish up, alright? Stand by, ladies and gentlemen. Stand by. Dish is nice and clean. Simba, I knew you'd be around. They're nice and clean. Ooh, look at that. We could send Morse code. Good joy juice, yeah. Yum, yum. Liver joy juice. Yum, yum. We got to wipe off a little joy juice on the table. Magic. Let's get back to sharpening. this stone up. I'm drawing the blade all the way across that, trying to maintain like a, trying to look at the edge, only in one direction. Guess I should start on the rough side first. All right. Now we'll turn the other direction. We're just doing one continuous draw stroke here, right to the point. I'll flip that over. This is the finer side. Now we're going to wipe that off. We're going to give it the tomato test. Magic. See how well this does on the tomato. Let's wipe that off good. All right, here we go. That seems pretty good, huh? Look at that. Fine slice there. Yeah, that's perforating really nicely right there. Really good. Man, I do love tomatoes. All right, yeah, it does. What's up, Boy Blue? Next, we're gonna work on the cleaver. I think this is the side we want to start on. Yeah, you can use motor oil. This is really good for cutting up chicken on the beach when I'm crabbing. Releases a lot of juices from the bones and everything. Sends those crabs into a frenzy. Now we're going to do from the other direction here. I think that's probably pretty good. I'm just following it right down the curve there. Let's see what we got there. See what we got on this baby. I did wet this stone. Oh yeah, look at that baby. Just hacking right through there. Look at that. I could do micro cuts, man. Yeah, that baby's just going through like Grant through Richmond. That's it. Alright guys. This baby is ready for the action. Oh, what's up, Cindy? Alright, so that was pretty easy peasy. I guess I should put this in my kit. Yeah, sharp knives are wonderful. Found an old Ultra in the back. We'll enjoy that beer and some peanuts, and then we'll get underway here. Oh man! You need to have a super sharp knife for sushi. I think that's one of the keys. This thing is really beautiful. It did great last year. I expect it's going to do great for another season out here. So I'm not particularly worried. No, I don't have any wind. You're probably hearing a little bit of street noise out here. I think the more you sharpen, the better you get. This professional knife sharpening ain't cheap. Oh, a little blood drop. Like, I want to see the blood flow, baby. I want to hear the 911 call. Hey Raquel. So we had to, we couldn't get any bush lights. You can sharpen for a long time, yeah. So I'm good. I think, well, I don't know, Boy Blue. I've never really sharpened knives before, but I watched some videos and I learned the difference between the Japanese knives, chef knives, and the Western ones. Right? Alright. Very important. Single versus double bevel. In life, I'm like, as long as you're gaining and you're making progress and you're always a little better than the time before, then I'm really happy. Yeah, I never ever sharpened a knife on the Rancho. I always use serrated. But I think the Japanese way is more intelligent with single bevel. Dr. Frank is like, how many people sued Rancho for the slice-o-matic? Right there goes my finger. Damn, man, the mandolins, right? Holy crap. slicing, and now there's my finger. Wow. I have such respect for knives. Yeah, I have Henkel's is my knife set. This is a Henkel's. Yeah, J.A. Henkel's International. Made in Spain. I mean, how much stuff is made in Spain anymore? Hey, Melody. Yeah, I have a whetstone. I just used Raquel. It sends you to the ER. The Vegematic. It's like the blades on the food processor. Man, how many times I've nicked myself when I'm cleaning it. Yeah, you need a super sharp knife to fillet fish, right? Or else you do hack job. You saw those guys in my fishing video that worked on the boat. They filleted like 5 seconds aside. Yeah, I noticed a lot of chefs will keep the finger up here for pressure on the backside. I follow a lot of cooking channels and stuff. We're going to get set up in a couple minutes on the sushi here. Take care, Shemay. Thanks for coming in. Glad you're feeling better. Yeah, I'm making sushi tonight. Rolf, thank you. $20 from the Queen of North Dakota. Thank you, Rolf. Thank you. Let's thumbs up that, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And shout out to Goldie Khan, too. Shout out to Goldie. Let's hit that with a thumbs up, baby. Woo! Thank you, Rolf. So kind. Thank you. I'll get your Fargo, hey. It's not cold enough for that. Anyway, I know. I watched the video. There's a channel called Outdoor Chef Life. And he was a sushi chef. And he's a really good cook. And he covers knife skills and how to sharpen and stuff like that. That's how I learned about, hey Bubble, about single and double bevel edge knives. So, very important. So let's clean this off. We need good presentation tonight. We're going to keep the knife out here. We're going to pull the other table up as soon as we get these birds out of here. And we're going to get the, first thing we're going to do is get over and cook up the shrimp. Yeah, kitchen utensils can be expensive. I don't want these chairs to get all wet. presentation is a lot of the key. I've studied and learned in Japanese cooking because you eat with your eyes, right? So let's get our card into position here. I'm so glad I got this thing. Pull this chair over to put the camera on. Rockfish poorly cut, we lose money. Oops. First thing we want to do is get the shrimp treated that we have. Simba, I hope you're not going to be a little pain tonight. Alright, let's see if we got wide angle here. I think that's... I think we'll put this over here on the angle. I think that's a little better of a view there. Don't fall over, mate. Ugh. Biggest problem here is the bloody equipment. Alright, there we go. Okay. Let's get our block out here. We want to crisp up the shrimp tonight, okay? So to do that, the best way to do that is with cornstarch. A little bit of water and some cornstarch here. Luckily, I've got quite a lot of cornstarch. I didn't think I had it, but I got it. Tonight we're going to use some canola oil. The beautiful thing about a wok is you don't need a lot of oil to do a job on it. That's the good news. Don't need much at all. There'll be a lot of accidents today with the slippery roads. Right? The first thing we're going to do brand new cornstarch. I hate working with cornstarch. It's such a fine powder. See, crap just goes everywhere. We need to dry our shrimp off really well, so I'm going to drain the shrimp now. side and bring it out on a plate here. I got some shrimp in here. It's not a lot of shrimp. But what I'm going to do is take the shell off now and then dry it real well. The enemy of crispiness is moisture, okay? So the more we get out, the better. So I'm going to take these shells off. These cats are going to go crazy, right? Cats are going to go crazy here. I'm taking the shell off. We're going to pat these dry before we coat them. I don't have that many. These are already clean. In other words, they've been deveined. Make sure you get all that shell off. A few more to go. I probably call it too much shrimp, but it's better to have a little more than less. I don't have that much rice. I think I got 3 more. That's it, one more. Yeah, I think one more and that's it. No, 2 more, there's another. There's a lot of, must be a lot of accidents tonight with the wet roads. That job is done. We're going to get rid of these shells. Put this in this can so that the cats can't get to it. All right. Now we're gonna dry this shrimp here. All of this moisture out. Like I smell something. I smell something. Do you have a delivery? Yeah, hold on a minute, honey. came through again. Holy smokes, guys. You're not going to believe it. Oh, man, look at this. We got to stop the show for a minute. Let me get this set up here. Holy smokes. Oh, my, oh, my, oh, my. Look at this that just came in, man. Look at this. I was bitching about beer. Here's a 30-pack of Busch Light, courtesy of the wonderful Martin family. You guys are absolutely amazing, right? Didn't forget Bird. Didn't forget Blackbird. Some Heineken. Let me sit this up here. Not one, but two of these wonderful cubes. Another one. Look at this. Am I smiling? Right. Oh, I love you, Teresa. Thank you, honey. You and your hubby, thank you very much. Isn't that kind? And that's not all. Oh, this just made this. I'm so giddy tonight. Look at this. VSOP, guys. We just killed one last night. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You are so kind. Thank you, sweetie. It's like I call my guardian angel. Isn't this amazing? Right? I think I'm going to have a shot later tonight just to celebrate. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. I mean, you even put Blackbird on the bill of fare tonight too with the Heineken. If I could, who needs a chick, right? I'm gonna go to bed with my VSOP tonight. Isn't that amazing? Oh man, I was so bummed out I couldn't get Busch Light, and now I'm. Oh man. Oh, you're so sad. Yeah, I know. And boy, did you come through. I was like, I love Grocery Outlet. Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, they adopted me. It's fine. You know, at my age, I'm not going to worry about it. You know what I mean, guys? The clock is ticking, and this is just wonderful. Thank you to the Martins. What wonderful, wonderful people. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is amazing, right? Absolutely amazing. Thank you. And from Bird, thank you too. What an amazing, amazing. Bird is going to be absolutely thrilled when he sees that. Isn't that amazing? Man, it's not like I only drink on Friday nights. I have some shots, so you guys don't get all gidgety and everything in there. Yeah, I am loved. I know. I feel very, very grateful. Very, very grateful. All right, we prepped everything that we can prep. Try a few things off here. Lay down, man. I am just so excited, right? We're going to wipe this off because after we fry, we're going to put our shrimps on here. All right. Man, oh man. Wow. If that doesn't... wow. We... that just... See Amanda hug and kiss doing the eye roll thing. All right, here we go. We got a couple tablespoons of cornstarch here. We got our baby whisk, and we're gonna make. I'm dried the shrimp out here. We're gonna make a dipping in the cornstarch and water for the shrimp. I hate working with cornstarch. I'm going to put another spoon in because this stuff flies everywhere. Wow, that was just so incredibly nice of the margins. Wow. Talk about guardian angels. Right? Do it slowly so it doesn't go everywhere. This stuff would already be pre-made in the sushi kitchen. You wouldn't have to worry about it. Cornstarch really sticks hard to the bottom, so it takes a while. Takes a while to work it in. Absolutely amazing. I'm working that slurry all together. We just about got it. Right. I think that'll be fine. We're done with our whisk here. Wow, what a night. Huh? Wow, what a night. Alright, in go our shrimpies into their bath. They're all nice and dried here. The enemy of crispiness is H2O. Alright. In go our shrimp. We're not going to need this many for our roll, but these will shrink up a lot. Alright, in they go 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. About a half a cup of water here. Coat all these. Coat all of these shrimp really, really well. Okay. Add a little more water. Just this cornstarch tends to congeal. We don't want the batter to be that thick. So there we go. Yeah, beer for the Rancho. So I've got all of them evenly coated there. Okay, ready to go. So we're going to switch positions here. Sit that there. We're going to get our fryer going. Right here, let's get our striker. Wow, what a night, man. I mean, the Martins are unbelievable. For my birthday, wow, they roared through with that and the whiskeys. We're still enjoying the whiskey. All right, I got a new gas today. We're going to wait till this gets good and hot. And then we're going to drop these shrimp in. And make these things really, really crispy. Wow, what a night. We're going to let that get good and hot. And the beauty of a wok is you don't need a lot of oil. I'm going to put some paper towels right down here to drain these babies up. These are going to go pretty quick here. The way to get really crispy shrimp for a shrimp roll. Alright, there we go. These are going to go fast. Alright. Yeah, we got that crab we caught too. So these are going to be all crisped up really nice. No rubbery shrimp. Not in sushi. You can have the shrimp on top, or you can have a shrimp roll. All right, how's that looking? And that's really all the cooking we're going to do tonight. So we want that cornstarch. Don't forget the power of cornstarch, and that's one of the big secrets of Asian cooking. How they get stuff so crispy is cornstarch, whether it's chicken, beef, anything like that, okay? We can turn that heat off now. All right. And we can put this up here to drain. There we go. The way to make a really crispy fish sandwich too is to dip it in cornstarch. Thank you, Melody, and thank you again for the Martins. Wow, that was amazing. So you can see these babies look really good. Yeah, cornstarch is absolutely a backbone item. You could hear me crunch that. Man, that's good. We've done everything that we're going to do now in the way of cooking tonight. So now it's time to assemble all of this. I'm going to get the table in position and wipe down real good. Bring out our big board here, and everything we need to make the sushi is going to be here on the tabletop. All right. We have our rice, which is cold. You cannot use basmati rice for this. You need to use the sushi rice, like a Nikiski sushi rice, okay? Here's the rest of the crab meat that was picked. Plenty of that. Here's the pollock, Jackson pollock fish. Genuine imitation. I don't think we're going to fool around with the California roll tonight. And then we have our shrimp here. Bring them over to the table. Right there, all of our nice crispy fish, there, okay? And we're going to bring out our big board. Not a very important ingredient beer. Crazy. I don't know what I did with the big board. We'll just have to use the small board here. We have an avocado. Okay, we got the English cucumber here. We're going to have to clean that up a bit. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Oh, there's the big board over here. That's what we need. Turn it upside down here. This will give us a really nice working surface here. All nice and clean. Wipe down. Don't turn your back. I know, they're already out of here. They don't like the rain at all. There we go. Sushi nori sheets here. What you need. All right. Let me think. Yeah, probably. Maybe we should do a little bit of cream cheese. I don't know. You best not get up on this table. I think I'm going to work a little bit of cream cheese here. Just a couple tablespoons. We're not going to have a really big amount of it here. Maybe 4 ounces or something. Never point a knife down at your wrist, right? There we go. Let's wrap up the rest of that. We're going to work that a little bit. We're in no rush tonight. Let's bring our chair over. Simba! Get our battery plugged in. All right. Let's get our spoon. We're going to work that a little bit. Just going to work that cream cheese a little bit. Just soften that a bit here. Work that a bit. I don't really like to microwave and soften things. I think it takes something out of it when you do that. Just take your time and work it. It'll warm warm up a little bit. Let it rest for a minute. All right. Normally this stuff is orange color. We're going to cut this up. This is our genuine imitation crab here. And that's all they use in these American sushi places. Is this imitation crab that's made from pollock. I think that's the #1 fish they use for fish fillets too, is pollock. I wouldn't swear by that, but I would say that's probably accurate here. Alright, we're going to work that in, and that's going to be our California roll filling here. Oh, it's looking good already. Alright. Let's get that off of there. Okay. What we're doing is softening that cheese and working that imitation crab right into it. So I think that's good to go. Let's sit that right over there. I'm going to clear the decks here, and I think we're ready to start assembling. I need to get a bowl of water so my hands don't get all sticky with the rice here. I think that's going to be absolutely critical. Isn't that funny? When I was a kid, nobody ever heard of sushi. All right, we have a bowl of water there. Let me try a little bit of this. Yum, yum. Need some food wrap too here, okay? Absolutely essential to making sushi. Let's sit that right down below here. Absolutely critical. Let's wipe off that knife. Let's open our sushi wrap here. And we're going to pull out a sheet. And we're going to lay that sheet down just like so, right there. We're going to wet our hands. I just went in and cleaned my hands again. We're going to lay this sushi rice right on here. Just like that. And then we're going to take our hands and we're going to work that right down using your fingers. And that's exactly what they do. And we're working that right down. All right, look at the way that works right there. we have to deal with our cucumber and avocado too. I should have done that first. But this will be okay to sit there. All right, we're gonna push this off to the side. We're gonna deal with that. And that's the way you spread it out, just like that. Okay, so we're gonna deal with the cucumber now. We're not going to need a lot of it. We're going to save the rest. This is an English cucumber. We're going to strip that down real good. Nobody ever heard of sushi when I was a kid. Nobody ever heard of sushi. Nobody. I mean, maybe if you were an aficionado of Japanese cooking or something, you might have heard of it. Otherwise, no. It wasn't until about 1980. We didn't have this culture of international food. Everything was very Americanized. We thought that Julia Child and the French chef, we thought that was as exotic as stuff got, right? A baguette. You can make a baguette at home? Really? Right. I'm going to sit that aside. We're going to deal with our avocado here. Open it just like that. Peel back. We're peeling back the skin off of it. Very easy to work. There we go, right there. All right. What could be easier? And now, make sure we get this stuff out of here. Now we're going to make fine strips here. And we're going to push that aside up there. Get out of there. Sit that right there. That should be enough for multiple rolls right there. All right. Very easy to take care. If you want to remove the seed from this side, just hit down in the middle and then twist it on there and twist it on out. All right, here comes our cucumber. You want to make sure that this is rather small pieces here. This will add a really nice dimension of crunch. Alright, here we go. Now we can come back. Let's clear this up a little bit. We can continue to work our sushi here. Wet our hands. Grab a little more sushi rice. Don't want anybody to feel cheated here. Just moving that all over there. Now we're going to flip this over, just like so. Press that down. And in the inside, we're going to lay a couple cucumbers, some avocado here. Right across, just like so. And I think this first one, we're going to use some of our shrimp here. Our shrimp we can lay right in here. Put a good 5 or 6 right across, just like so. I hope you can see that okay. Just like that. And then we're going to pull this over the top. And if any rice comes off, just push it on. Just like so. All right, then the important part, we're going to take this plastic wrap. We're going to take a piece of that. Lay that right on top. And we got to get our little bamboo here. This works as sushi really, really well, okay? Really working that really tight right there. I'm also tucking in the ends on it. That looks great. Make sure that's closed all the way around. Tight, tight. That's exactly it. We're going to tuck in our ends too. Alright. Now this is where you have to have a really sharp knife. We're keeping the plastic right on there. Trying to get uniform size cuts here. Now we're going to pull that off. Take all that plastic off. Really easy. Now we're ready to transfer this to a presentation plate or a presentation board here. Right here. We're going to put our nice clean cuts. We're going to take this and hit it. It's okay. One more time just to make sure she's good and tight in there. Got the end here. Gotta make sure it goes all the way down. Then they'll be easy to lift up, right, just like so. Got those nice shrimp bits right in it. That's like our first roll right there. All right. Let's clean up from number one. We'll sit this on the side over here. Yeah, it's looking pretty good, isn't it? Now we're going to make number 2. So a real sushi kitchen has all this stuff already pre-prepared. Take our rice and put it across it again. And we're going to press that down. If need be, use the water to moisten your hand. The trick is we want it to really stick to it well here. Yeah, thank you. I think it looks pretty good for first time in Kitchen Stadium here. Looks pretty good. Press that in really good. Okay. I think that's the key, is really press that stuff in good. And we're going to flip that over. I'm going to do the same thing with cucumber here. Take some of this avocado, pop her in. A little bit of avocado there, and then we're going to take our rest of our crab meat here. We're going to liberally lay that in there. This is going to be an especially delicious roll. All right. Don't want to waste any of that. All right. Okay, there we go. And now we're going to roll this up. If we have any deficient spots, now's the time to add extra rice here. Now we're going to get our plastic wraps. If you've ever seen a sushi place, they always have the plastic wrap. Good way to gather everything all together. Pack in the end of the rolls. And then we'll flip it a little bit. Do like the same thing again. A lot neater than I do it. We're getting her done. No disgrace here. Oh, that looks good. I've got to try a little poke out here. Man, that's good. Now we're going to slice it carefully here, all the way down. Let the end go out there. And there we go. We'll put this over on get this on our board. Our sushi board here. The crab one. There's the crab one there. Hey Trixie, how you doing? Yeah, thank you. We got one more to make here. We want to make sure we keep our work surface clean. We want to do the cream cheese one. Put this in the cat bowl. Alright, this one we're going to try to do the cream cheese California roll. I think I'm going to put some shrimp in too because I want to use this shrimp bar. When I finish, I'm going to take you guys out of the screen for a minute and do a short. All right, let's put down our next one here. Same kind of deal. Grab your rice, work it across just like so. And just push it down. If your hands get sticky, dip them in the water. Trick is you really want to work this in better than I've got it. I think I just made the right amount of rice here for this. Okay. Let's see if we got any more. And I want to really press that all together really well there. Get that back up into there. Yeah, it looks pretty good, doesn't it? Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Now we want to get our avocado, right? And our... Wasn't that nice of the Martins tonight? Wow. Now we're going to put some of our shrimp in. And then we're going to top that with some of this cream cheese here. This is going to be really gooey to work with this. I'm going to try to get it on here. That's going to be a little bit of a rolling challenge here. Might be too much on this one. Oh, you know, shit, I forgot to turn it over. Holy crap. Alright. Let's flip her over. I was so excited. I'm working on the wrong side. Let's flip her over real quick. All of our stuff right in the middle. I just lost my job as a sushi chef, right? Really, bro, did you just flip that? I did. All right, we're going to give you another shot because you were honest there. All right, there we go. Now we're going to flip that over. They like your honesty there. All right. Let's get this baby compressed. Compression is the real key here. Yeah, please tap the like button if you haven't done so yet. This This is like a buffet size roll they used to fill you up. Oh yeah. Squeezed right out there. There we go. Squeeze that down again. You cats liked that, didn't you? Huh? Alright, now we're ready to cut away. Alright, no harm, no foul. You can see why a sharp knife is so important here. Got to be able to glide right through that. All the way to the bottom. Press that a little bit again. And then we're ready to plate that baby up. All right. Easy. Easy, you guys. Easy. Fighting like maniacs over there. It's easier when you take the plastic out. All those strips just come right off just like that. Isn't that nice? That's beautiful. Oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. We got our little end capper here. We put that down the other end there. And there we go. We got shrimp. We got like a California roll. So we're going to sit this aside, clean up a bit, and then the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Right. Let me get this stuff cleaned off a little bit here. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. We got her done. Let me clean this stuff up a little bit so I can enjoy it. I think the trick is having a big working surface. That's absolutely critical. All right. These guys are fighting over that meat. All right. Put some more in there. All right. They like that stuff. Okay. They love that. All right, we got that crab one done too. Thank you. Just like the church sign, baby. Man, I'm really hungry too. Like perfect timing. I am hungry. All right, 2 more minutes or so, and we should be ready. This stuff is really, really key right here. Really, really key. Just about there. Man, I'm so happy about the way this turned out. Hey, Laura, how you doing, honey? I don't have any wasabi tonight, unfortunately. I have a little bit in there. I might be able to squeeze some out. I don't know. We got enough clear that we can grab a plate here. I'm gonna do a quick video here. Right over here. All right, can you guys stand by for 1 minute? I want to get a picture and everything else. So stand by. There we go. Got that recorded. Yeah, that was if you're got that recorded. Yeah, that was if you're really organized, that's pretty easy to do. Right? If you have your stuff pre-cooked and everything, that's pretty easy to do. All right. You know what? It's Rosie, it's my time to eat, right? This is like eating down on Bentaloo Street, right? Alright, let me get my plate set. I don't know if I'm on wide or wide angle. There we go. You guys better not be fighting, you knuckleheads. Alright, I'm going to get a sampler assortment here. See what we do over here. We're going to get a cream cheese one, 2 of the crab, 2 of the imitation crab here. I'm really interested in 3 of the crab. That should be be plenty for me tonight. Right there. So let's give this a shot. Now, if I was doing that for a restaurant, of course, I would do much smaller rolls. Right? Much more narrow. Yeah, the humidity is definitely up tonight. I was able to find a tiny bit of wasabi here. Probably from 1929. Let's see. All right. Probably one of those things that never really goes bad, right? All right. There's our wasabi. Trying to back up so we get a good view here. Cats have knocked all my gear down here. All right. Let's see if we can enjoy that a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pre-war wasabi, yeah. Like everything else around the Rancho, right? It's got a little bit of a wang to it. We got a little plate for soy sauce here. Set that down. Let's clear the decks here so it's not unsightly. All right, here we go. We're going to put some. I'm using soy sauce. Thank you, Catherine. It's going to be Pearl River for sure. All right, go with the people that invented it. Right there. So let's enjoy, guys. We got our chopsticks. These are probably going to be too big to negotiate with the chopsticks, so we'll probably just go a little bit savage here on these. Yeah, your thumbs up are appreciated tonight if you appreciate the efforts and the planning and the catching. Here's a crab one. Wow. That crab is like a flavor explosion in my mouth right there. Unbelievable. It's like a total, complete flavor explosion in my mouth, that crab. Can I eat? I've been feeding you all night, haven't I? All right. Next, we're going to try the fried shrimp one here. I'm really lucky. Everything turned out tonight. Let's try this one. Wow, that shrimp is just busting out with the crunch right in the middle of that. Absolutely delicious. Let's try the California roll here, which normally you would use the imitation crab that's all orange and everything and dice it up and put it with the cream cheese. But the stuff we had started as orange, and then it just turned pale. So I don't know what the story was on it. But you would get the imitation crab that's really the imitation, yeah, crab that's really orange color. And you would dice that up and work that in. Mm. Yeah, I was looking for my sesame seeds. Yeah, Old Bay sushi can be a million different variations. If you've gone to American sushi places, they have dozens of different concoctions. They have Raider rolls, Vegas rolls in Vegas and everything. Mm. This is really out of sight, guys. Really good. The rice was really good. I mixed some cornstarch with some water, stirred that around, and then dried the shrimp real well. Make sure the tail was off and the head was off. Coat that really well with the cornstarch batter. Put it into the, I use a wok, and let that get good and crispy for about 3 or 4 minutes, and just pull it out. And it is excellent. Thank you, guys. Please hit the thumbs up button if you've not done so. Yeah, fried wonton, that's crab ragoon, but I don't really like that much cream cheese. You can get a job at anything if it takes a lot of work. There's a difference between being able to make something and being able to make something really to a very high standard. So we'll be doing a lot of this with catch and cook out on the coast and things. The rolls will be smaller in diameter so that they're easier to handle. It's just tonight, who knows when you're first doing this how much, how much to do it and all that. But the filling is delicious. It stayed inside. Right? Yeah, you can put almost anything. I mean, I've never seen people use meat per se, but anything, like my favorite is surf clams. They have a little orange tip on them. They're white. They look like kind of like a candy corn, and they're absolutely delicious. They got a nice chew to them. Let's try another one of these. What do we got here? We got the shrimp one. The cucumber really adds a nice crunch to it, and the avocado puts a layer of smoothness in there, and the shrimp just comes ringing through on that. So taste wise, I don't have all the, they have a certain kind of Kewpie mayonnaise that they put on top. It's kind of golden yellowish mayonnaise. They call it Kewpie, and things like that they put on top. I'm hungry about an hour later. Well, yeah, well, I guess it kind of depends on the person. Initially it's quite filling, and then it's probably kind of wanes off from there. So we're going to do another crab one here. Guys, that's real crab in there, not that bullshit imitation crab. And that taste of that crab just comes like, oh, tight. It just comes banging through. Yeah, it's like a I don't know what flavor, I don't know what color you would call it. It's between a light brown and a yellow. It's called Kewpie mayonnaise, and you put a little bit on the top. Oh, you like crab too? That's nice. I'll tell you what. Yeah, that mayo is delicious. They'll top it with that. They'll put some eel sauce on it once in a while and all that. It's all right, Rabbit. You're all right. But this was outstanding tonight, I have to say. You forgot the whole thing is made of seaweed. Happy face. The whole thing is seaweed. So the trick is you need that little bamboo thing to really make it good. And I would make these about 60% as big as the ones that I made them tonight. Bojans. Trixie, the place is over in Bodega Bay. You get a crab sandwich over there. It's like 17, 18 bucks, but it's a killer sandwich. Absolutely killer. Absolutely killer. Over at Spud Point Marina there, which people line up for 5 hours to get to, you know, right? Yeah, and Dream Police, you're just a know-nothing troll, so I guess we're about even, aren't we? I gotta go for a couple more. I gotta go for a couple more of the crab. Seaweed. This stuff is made of seaweed, right? Yeah, he's like, this is boring, but yet here you are. That's the worst. The trolls have no comeback for that. It's like it slammed your head into a brick wall, right? It's like, what are you going to say? Well, why are you here then, son? That crab meat is so good. Yeah, they're good. They sell them as snack strips too, Melody. That's it. So another shout out to the Martins tonight for their amazing kindness. For sending in that another VSOP and 3 cases of beer. Wow. Talk about nice. Dreaming of a way to get out of Mom's basement, right? No, I didn't do better than the Ichiban in Las Vegas. I did about, if Ichiban's 100, I did about a 60, 62, which is okay. For the first time out of the gate. So I mean, Cindy, I'm so lucky, right? Right? So lucky. I've never been rabbit. I've only changed planes in Japan, and I've only been in Narita Airport in Tokyo. Thank you, Twisted. I never did any, we had no offices in Japan or anything, so Royal Bank of Canada wanted to, see you later, Twisted. Royal Bank of Canada wanted to be in China. It takes practice. Yeah, it does, Doctor. It does. It takes practice. You got to negotiate. You get this. Got to get the size right. Uh, These are like Chinese restaurant size sushi stuff, right? School sushi house, and we go to lunch after bowling. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Mm, delicious. I want to also take the opportunity to wish everybody in Canada a really nice Canadian Thanksgiving tomorrow. We'll be putting flags up. Bobby's going to come here. We're going to go try to go get a pumpkin and all that. So, and then I'm going to cook up some ribs and mashed potatoes and stuff tomorrow night. We have one or two decent sushi places. The one here in town was the only one that ever had real wasabi, that they brought the root out and ground it. But it was a big upcharge. You have the, yeah, Hong Kong. Yeah, I was all over China. Oh, delicious. Yeah, tomorrow is Canadian Thanksgiving. That's pretty cool. I hear you. You better not run in the house and take a dump or something. Oh, you're all wet and dirty. What are you doing, huh? What are you doing, huh? Oh, your dirty paws on me and everything, right? I had the wasabi, but it tasted a little bit off. It's probably 10 years old. So, you know, have to pick up some new wasabi. So, yeah, thank you, Amanda. So I still got a long way to go. Still got a long way to go. Yeah, so please tap that like button if you haven't done so yet. Making sure the cat doesn't go in the house and use. Simba, what are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Huh? No, I didn't have any pickled ginger either. I don't really use ginger too much. I don't know where he is. I don't know. But he better come across with that rent soon. What do you keep clawing me for, huh? Why do you keep clawing? Huh? Why do you keep clawing? Huh? Are you my little special needs, baby? Huh? Are you all special needs? Huh? Hmm? Hmm? You all special needs? Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't even know if it's rain. It's like a misting. I don't know what it is. But the beautiful thing is it knocks out the rainy season. Yeah, the house is okay. I'm kind of keeping an eye out. Right. What do you want? Huh? What do you want? Yeah, well, I don't know. He's not really that big. What you want? Hmm? What do you want? He's really the attention, you know what? Oh, man. Crazy. How did, I guess it's all right. Well, I don't know when the divisional playoffs begin. Should be a full slate of pretty good games tomorrow. Oh, it's been raining there. What you want? Huh? What you want? To claw me some more? You want to claw me some more? Huh? Simba? You want to claw me? Hey, Metal Maiden. Yeah, I think it is the kitty's first rain. Kitty doesn't really know what it is. It certainly slopped around in it. Oh, I'm very close to getting a new RV. Oh, that's cool. Tired of not going anywhere. That's there. Right on, man. That's great. Wow. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, pull the trigger, man. That's it. Now's a good time to get one because, people have unloaded a lot of them during the pandemic and stuff. There's some nice ones out there. That's really cool. All right. I like that. I like that. Shrimp for pigeons. Yeah, we'll take care of the pigeons. They'll be all right. Yeah, get that RV. I like Catherine when it was cold, and I'm like, I'm not running in the heat. She's like, I didn't work all these years to freeze now. Even opening a can of Coke. I don't know. Simba's pretty independent, right? Pretty independent. Yeah, you miss your river time. Yeah, Tamales Bay. How about that? Right? Over at Lawson's Landing. Nailing those big dungeons out there. Yeah. Mark, don't worry about it. You already said it last night. You're good. Yeah, guys, I'm going to head out too. Thank you. If you haven't hit that thumbs up button, once again, thank you. I am going to close it out myself tonight. And I want to thank my moderators, and I want to thank you guys for being here. I especially want to thank the Martins tonight for their incredible kindness. Thank you, Metal Maiden. Incredible kindness. I so appreciate it. And I appreciate all of you for all of your kindnesses. So your thumbs up are appreciated. My moderators, the best in the business. Right? They like to hang out and have fun too. They don't want to be sitting here swatting people left, right, and center. So, all right. That's it. Thank you. Thank you. Good to see you, Catherine. And good call on the RV too. I'm digging that. That's an executive decision right there.